Right, hello, we're live at Beenleigh Hawks Baseball Club for the matchup between Surfers BLUEWAVE versus the Redlands Rays. And tonight with me I have the one and only Owen Drinkwater.
Thanks, John. Glad to be here with you, looking forward to it. Haven't been in the booth for a while, but if there was ever a game to come back for, this is definitely the one, so it should be a good one.
Semi-final, game one, everything to play for.
So we'll just, as the managers are chatting here, Kevin Fenn for Surfers and Reese Nitt for Redlands, we'll just go through a little bit of what's going on tonight. So regular season is over. This is the playoffs. Surfers finished third in Division 1, 24 wins, 12 losses. Redlands finished fourth, 22 wins and 14 losses. So this is the 3 versus 4 game. So the top 4 teams are in the playoffs, and it's not a standard 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3. So the way the playoffs work here, the top 2 seeds will play a 3-game series this weekend. The winner of that will have a bye week next week, and then we'll go straight to the grand final 2 weeks' time. The loser of that will play the winner of this series between Redlands and Surfers. This is the 3-4 series. So, for example, if Surfers were to win this series, they would then go on next week to face the loser of Carina, who is the number 1 seed, and Windsor, the number 2 seed. The winner of that semifinal next week becomes the away team in the grand final the week after. So that's how things go here. So for these teams, the 3 versus 4 game, this is a do-or-die series. The loser will go home and be eliminated. The winner will play the loser of the other semifinal going on this week. So that's what's on the line. The other things to go through, regular season series, these teams met 4 times. Surfers took 3 of 4, 3 close games, and 1 was a bit of a rout, a 20-1 win at Redlands a couple of months ago. And then the only other thing that's different regarding the playoffs here is the relevance of the pitch limits. So we'll keep an eye on that throughout the game. But essentially it comes down to days of rest. So the games are Friday, Sunday, Tuesday. We'll use Declan as an example, Summerford out here, who's starting for Surfers. So if Summerford throws 45 pitches or more, he cannot appear on Sunday. 45 pitches means he needs 2 full days rest. If he goes past 105 pitches, he cannot appear on Tuesday either, because he needs 4 days rest. Now that does not include pitches that finish the at-bat. So if he's on, let's say, 44 pitches, and then he had 44 going into a hitter, in the middle of a hitter, he passed 45, he could still go 2 days from now, based on those rules. So we'll keep an eye on that throughout the game. That likely won't be as relevant for Declan, the 45 rule at least, although the 105 rule might come into play for him. So we'll see how we go. It's a good matchup, this one. Both teams threatening lineups, both teams really solid pitching. Reese Nitt will be going for Redlands on the other side, professional experience there, and Declan Summerford's been the Friday night starter for Surfers all year and had a great season. So looking forward to the matchup here.
It doesn't feel like has it been 2 weeks since the last game?
2 weeks, yep.
Feels like it's flown by.
Yep, there was a bye week last week after the end of the regular season. So we'll see how we go here. We're fortunate for the Division 1 games to have statistics as well, so we can run you guys through everyone's stats as they come to the plate. We've got it all, so we should have a nice enhanced experience here as we get ready to start game 1.
And if you don't like Owen's stats, you don't like baseball. It's just plain and simple.
So it'll be Declan Summerford for Surfers, towing the rubber, as Ryan Duncan, the leadoff hitter, steps in for Redlands. Duncan, a 300 hitter this year, 705 OPS.
If you're watching at home, give us a shout out in the chat. Where you're watching from and listening from.
As Summerford deals the first pitch and Duncan fouls it back for strike 1.
And if we got any Redlands Rays who are watching, we appreciate your tuning in, watching your team play as well.
0-1 is fouled straight back, and Summerford quickly ahead 0-2. Regarding Declan's numbers this year, Declan Summerford, he led Surfers in innings pitched, 86 innings pitched, 3.45 ERA, 84 punch-outs this year, so almost 1 per inning. It's the 0-2. Duncan holds up. Count goes to 1-2. Summerford set and ready. And the pitch. Fastball upstairs, 2-2. Duncan won't bite. Count runs even. 2-2. Just inside. And from 0-2, Duncan is fought back to full. So an early pressure moment for both teams here. Full count pitch. Fastball grounded up the middle, past Cosgrove. That'll be into center field for a base hit. So Duncan is aboard to start the first for Redlands. And that brings up Tyson Zamora. So Duncan playing left field tonight, Zamora playing center. Zamora a bit of a down year by his standards, 235 average this year. Still got on base at a 376 clip and is a threat to run as well. Redlands on the whole doesn't run quite as much as Surfers, but Zamora tied for the team lead with 7 steals as he takes away for ball 1. So Duncan away from first. Oh, fouled straight back. And count goes to 1-1. Carl Husky waits on deck. The ever-present power threat. 3 homers this year for him. Sonora back ready and Summerford comes set. 1-1 pitch coming. Good block in the dirt by Jerry Lacayo there, Surfer's starting catcher. 2-1 now. Duncan over at first, no steals this year. 2-1 is fouled away to the left side, bounces back into play. Count runs even. We'll speak a little bit softly on the broadcast tonight just because we're positioned right behind the backstop. Don't want to be disturbing the players while they're locked in. 2-2 pitch. Grounded towards second, could be 2. Ogama flips to Cosgrove, that'll be 1 on to first, and not in time to get the speedy Zamora. So 1 away, Zamora at first now, as Husky comes to the plate. Top of the first, 0-0.
I have missed Andy.
That's right.
He's a big presence on the field. Always lifts in big spots.
Away for the last few weeks, but back here in time for the playoffs. First pitch to Husky just inside for ball 1, as Zamora leads away from first. Lacayo, an excellent defensive catcher behind the plate. Strong arm. Count goes to 1-1. Fastball in the corner. So Husky slashed 306, 396, 438 this year as the pickoff throw gets away, but Ogama there to back it up.
I think it bounced off the batter's helmet. The runner's helmet, rather.
No damage done either way. One pitch is a breaking ball for strike 2. Good pitch by Summerford there. And Husky swings through it. So we go to 1-2. And we'll periodically check in on the other game going on tonight. So Windsor early leads Carina 3-0 in the first. Good block by Lacayo to keep Zamora at first base.
Are you surprised with that Windsor score?
Look, both those teams are excellent teams.
Score a lot of runs,
That
don't allow a
series,
lot.
yeah, that series could go either way. Top two teams for a reason.
Could be a lot of runs, or it could be not many at all.
2-2 to Husky now. Zamora stays put, fastball fouled straight back. In and out of Jerry's glove. And count stays at 2-2.
I think Karina's runs for was almost 200 in the regular season. It was about
Karina's run
190
for almost 300.
300?
Yeah.
I knew it was
Just ahead of Windsor,
massive
294,
number.
283. Fastball foul tipped and not caught by Lacayo. So for those who don't know, on a foul tip, if it's caught by the catcher, that would be strike 3. But it must be caught. So we stay at 2-2. Zamora still at first base. 2-2 is, did he go? I'll check that, and no. So Husky checks his swing, and the count runs full. 1 out, runner at first. Still 0-0 here. Looks like the right call from our angle, I would say.
Yes, I think that was fun.
Full count. Runner goes. Pitch is excellent piece of hitting by Husky. Grounded into right field. Zamora is going to go to third. Hughes back to second.
No,
Thrown into right field. And Zamora will cross. And an early miscue from the Surfers defense. So Ogama was drawn towards second base on the stolen base, which opened the right side. Husky punched the ball right through it. Textbook hitting there. Zamora going to third. And on the throw not being cut off, Husky attempted to go to second. I think a good throw probably has him at second. But high throw into right field allows Zamora to come around to score. And an early 1-0 lead for Redlands. As Kyle Pike steps in, cleanup hitter. Pitch is breaking ball in the corner for strike 1. One is bounced to third and through Matt Hughes into left field for a base hit or for an error. So Redlands now runners on the corners after a couple early defensive miscues here by the Blue Wave. And that brings up Dan Turner. Turner, an excellent year for the Rays. Batting average 382, slugged over 500. 3 home runs. Summerford comes set. First pitch is breaking ball for a strike. So 1 out here. Summerford will be looking for a ball on the ground to get out of it. He'd do well to limit the damage to 1 here. Blocked by Jerry. Nice defense by the catcher. 1-1 now. Pitch is grounded to short. That's what they were looking for. Cosgrove goes across to first. Low throw. Dug out of the dirt by O'Gorman. So they get the force on a ball that was too slow to turn 2. But Husky crosses in the meantime, and Redlands with an early 2-0 lead now. That brings Yodai Nakamura to the plate. Nakamura, a 301 hitter this year. Played every single game for Redlands and appears to be the only member of the team to have done that. And that ball is grounded towards Ogama. Got time, and throw to first is in time. So at the end of 1, after a couple defensive miscues, Redlands with an early 2-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the first. coming now, yeah. All right, so back here at Hamill Park, bottom of the first inning, Surfers first licks, and Andy Cosgrove will lead it off against Reese Nitt. Nitt excellent numbers this year, 57 innings, 77 strikeouts, and a 2.67 ERA, with only 9 walks across those 57 innings. And Cosgrove with equally excellent offensive numbers. One of the top hitters on Surfers this year and across the league, a 4.14 average, 5.22 OBP, and 6.40 slugging. 4 homers this year as well. And he sees the first pitch fastball up and in for ball 1.
That on-base percentage is very, very good.
Nick comes set. And deals. 1-0 is chopped to third and off the foot of Cosgrove, so that'll be a foul ball. Count goes even. Ball and a strike. And the 1-1 is breaking ball for strike 2.
That was a great ball.
And Nick goes ahead. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball line just fouled down the third baseline. Cosgrove all over that pitch. And count stays 1-2. So around the infield quickly for Redlands, it's Nitt on the mound, Nakamura catching. And then from first around is Ashby, Crooks, and Turner. And then Pike at third. That's going from first around the diamond. As Cosgrove swings and misses the ball in the dirt. Strike 3. So that'll be 1 down. And then left, center, right is the top 3 in the lineup. So that's Duncan, Zamora, and Husky. As Jai Diebel, the number 2 hitter for Surfers, strides to the plate, one of the most prolific power hitters in the league this year. 10 home runs to tie the Surfers single season record. And first pitch is a breaking ball that Jai could not hold up on. Count goes to 0-1. Diebel 359 average and 735 slugging. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. And Nitt seems to have an early plan against Diebel. We'll see if he goes back to it for a third straight time. Gets a fastball, popped up to the right side, and caught over there for the second out by Ashby. So good sequence from Nitt there to get Diebel in short order. And that brings up the number 3 hitter for Surfers, Connor O'Gorman. O'Gorman excellent numbers this year as well. After what was initially a slow first month, went on essentially a tear the rest of the season as he takes ball 1 upstairs, and finished with a 343 average, 578 slugging, 5 home runs of his own. It's a powerful lineup, the top half.
Very. And very sneaky power corner as that one goes down the right foul line.
Count to 1-1 now.
The home runs that I did see, they look like flyouts, and that ball just keeps going. It's an easy swing, but the ball travels.
2 outs, nobody on. 2-0 Redlands, bottom of the first. 1-1 pitch is on the outside corner. And Nitt ahead 1-2. 1-2 pitches.
Throws the bat at that one.
Squibbed foul to the right side. Good spoil by O'Gorman. And we'll do it again. The 1-2. Fastball right by him. And a quick inning for Reese Nitt. Sits down the top of the Surfers order, and we'll go to the second. 2-0 Redlands. So top of the second now, and the number 7 hitter, Kyle Ashby, steps to the plate and takes a curveball for strike 1. So quickly around the diamond for Surfers. Summerford pitching, Lacayo catching. From first around is O'Gorman at first, Ogama at second. And fastball for strike 2. Cosgrove at short and Hughes at third. And then you've got Sam Foster in left, Benny Grant in center, and Jai Deeblin right. Oh, 2 pitch fastball away for ball 1. Ashby, a strong year with the bat, 280 hitter, 420 on base. He walked 22 times this year to lead Redlands. He also punched out 32 times. As that ball is up and away. And count runs to 2-2 as Summerford deals. Pitch is fisted over to the right side and out of play. We'll do it again. Two pitch. Curveball. Got him. Good pitch by Summerford. And Ashby swings through it for the first out. So that'll bring Reese Nitt up. Pulling double duty tonight as the starting pitcher and the DH. First pitch is a fastball in the corner for a strike. Nitt a good year with the bat in his opportunities. Only 34 plate appearances this year, but a .367 average. And pitches away. Count runs even. Summerford looks in, gets the sign, comes set for the 1-1. Pitch pitches a fastball right by Knit. Count goes to 1-2. So 1 out here, top of the second. Redlands leads 2-0. 1-2 pitch is, you're checking, and Knit is called out. So he went around on that one. I would say also looks like the right call from our angle. And a good pitch by Declan, 2 outs.
As the time goes 7:30, a few people tuning into our regular time slot. This game did start early. News to me, I didn't get that memo, but
we got here in time.
We are at the top of the second inning, and Redlands up 2-0.
As the number 9 hitter Beckham Crooks takes ball 1 in the dirt. Summerford quickly comes set and is ready. And the 1-0 is fastball in the corner. That's strike 1. One pitch, fastball fouled away to the right side, and Summerford ahead. Ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Top of the second, 2-0 Redlands. On a couple of nice pieces of hitting combined with a couple of miscues by the Blue Wave in the field. 1-2 pitch to Crooks is fastball away. Crooks a 544 OPS across 31 games for Redlands this year. OPS on base plus slugging. 2-2. Grounded towards second. Ogama is there and throws over to O'Gorman to end the inning. So quick inning for Summerford, a nice relief after the first, and we go to the bottom of the second. Redlands still leading 2-0. All right, back here in the bottom of the second. Redlands with an early 2-0 lead as the cleanup hitter for Surfers, Scott Cronin, digs in. Cronin a .339 average, .559 slugging this year. And he had 5 home runs as he takes strike 1, including a memorable walk-off homer here to beat Karina in the last Friday night matchup between those two teams.
That I unfortunately missed.
0-1 pitch to Cronin is a curveball that he swings through for strike 2. Yes, it seems you have a tendency to miss some of the big moments of the club, but you know what? That's okay. We're here tonight. So.
I did see one walk-off that Ben hit. I think that might have been last season.
Cronin swings and blasts one deep center field. Zamora going back. It's off the top of the wall as Cronin eases into second with a double. And that'll get the Surfers offense going as the high fence at Beanley prevented that one from being a home run to dead center field. Nice piece of hitting by Cronin there.
Definitely not off the tree.
It had that metal sound. No one seems to be complaining. As Jerry Lacayo steps to the plate, the catcher for Surfers, number 5 hitter. Excellent year for him as well with the bat. 343 average, 931 OPS, and a homer to his name as well. Runner on second, nobody out. Nick comes set and deals. And fastball up and in for ball 1. Lacayo, one of the 3 American imports from Surfers this year. Cosgrove, the second, and Fell, who we'll likely see out of the bullpen tonight, the 3rd American and 3rd import for Surfers. Nit holds on the mound for too long for Lacayo's comfort, and he steps out.
Luckily, no pitch count, no pitch clock here.
So 1-0 on Lacayo as Cronin leads away from second. Big hole on the right side. And ball 1 down, ball 2 down rather. Count goes to 2-0. So 2-0 on Lacayo. A rare hitter's count against Nit early in this game as pickoff throw goes to second and goes into center. Bit of a scuffle at second base. Cronin wanting an interference call, an obstruction call rather, it would be.
What is that obstruction rule?
I think it's at the discretion of the umpire. I'd have to look it up. But if the fielder prevents the runner from going back to the base, but I do have to check that. Pitch is a strike. Yep, so confirming the obstruction rule, basically if the fielder does not have the ball and still impedes the runner's progress. So Cronin's argument there would be that he tried to get up and run to third after the ball went to second, but that his entanglement with Crooks, the second baseman, could be considered obstruction. The umpires having none of that. And 2-1 to Lacayo. His fastball driven to right field. That's down for a base hit. That's going to not go to the corner, but it's going to easily score Cronin. And Lacayo with an RBI single to get Surfers on the board. So a couple of hard hit balls to start this inning, and Surfers cuts the deficit in half. Redlands now with a 2-1 lead. And momentum swinging slightly back towards the Blue Wave side of the field as the number 6 hitter and left fielder Sam Foster steps to the plate. Great piece of hitting by Lacayo to take that fastball where it was thrown and lined it in the 4-hole between first and second. So Foster with some speed and likes to bunt. Runner on first, nobody out. And he's swinging. Ashby about even with the bag, perhaps a step behind it at third. Foster looking for the signs. Counts 0-1. Lacayo had 11 steals this year, but Deeble pinch running, that's one of the rules. And off goes, the ball's behind Foster. Deeble thought about second, changed his mind. So I would have to check, but I believe anyone can pinch run for the catcher, which is why Deeble's anyone within reason. It can't be obviously the person who's about to come up and hit, but Deeble, a recent out from last inning, running for Lacayo. And the rules here, the catcher can be pinch run for at any time. As Deeble stays put, Foster foul tip, but out in and out of the glove of Nakamura. So he stays alive. Surfers left field. Deeble away from first. And holds. Curveball is fouled. Back. And Foster spoils a good pitch. And it stays ahead 1-2. Knit all around the zone so far. 24 pitches, 19 strikes. Deal away from first. 1-2 pitch. Fastball dribbled towards third. Pike's throw is off the glove and goes into right field. Foster rounding towards second. Deeble coming home. Play at the plate. Throw to Nakamura. Deeble falls out at the plate. And is not happy. And Kevin Fenn out of the dugout for Surfers to argue the call.
As you can hear, everybody saw what happened.
Can't have another smoke. Have a go there. Absolute disgrace.
So Pike fielded the dribbler cleanly, threw the ball over to Ashby. Deeble would have been already rounding second on that, and the throw was arguably catchable for Ashby, but off the top of his glove, it trickled into right field. Deeble saw that, kept on running. His first pitch to Grant is a ball. Deeble came steaming around third as Foster went over to second, and throw to home. It was well played by Nakamura to pick that ball and even make it a play. But Surfer's not happy at all with the out call.
The pitcher definitely was outside the foul line, making Deeble travel a longer distance around him on his way home. I would think he was not impeded, but his run wasn't as planned.
Grant shows bunt and bunts it foul. Count 1-1.
As you could probably see quite clearly on the video feed. And we'll clip that later.
So it's 1 out now, runner on second, and still 2-1 Redlands as Foster leads away from second. Ben Grant in the box for Surfers, the speedy center fielder. Played every single game for Surfers this year as he takes strike 2. And the 1-2 pitch. Pickoff throw to second, and Foster just gets back. It comes set, and pitch to Benny Grant is popped up to the left side, and there's room for Pike, who makes the catch. So that'll be the second out as Matthew Hughes comes to the plate. Third baseman for Surfers. Hughes 22 hits this year for Surfers and digs in 2 outs, runner on second. Big spot in this game early after that play at the plate. Foster still away from second, and another timing play, and he scampers back. Nick comes set now, and the pitch. First pitch fastball is strike 1. And Nick ahead early, as he has been in most of the at-bats tonight. 0-1. Fastball right past Hughes, who swings through it. That's 0-2 now from Reese-Knit. Foster quite speedy out there at second. Any ball to the outfield, you'd have to think there'd be a plate coming. As Foster gets away. Pitch from Knit. Gasses it up a bit, but Hughes manages to foul it back. And the count stays 0-2. And 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Hughes swings and drives it to center field fairly deep, but Zamora back has a beat on it and makes the catch in front of the wall. So a momentous inning sees Surfers score 1, sees a second one thrown out at the plate, and Redlands leads 2-1 as we go to the top of the third.
Cheers, man.
So top of the third here, Redlands leads 2-1 as Ryan Duncan, the leadoff hitter, strides to the plate. Duncan a ground ball single up the middle his first time and came around to score the first run for Redlands as he takes ball 1 inside. Summerford quickly ready to go, and the 1-0 is fouled straight back. Out runs Eden. And the 1-1 is fastball fouled away to the left side. Count goes to 1-2. Duncan no homers this year in 140 at-bats, somewhat surprising following last year. Now I can't speak for his stats last year, but I can speak for what I saw, and he might have hit 3 homers against just us last year. So pitch from Summerford is right past him. Fastball down and in for strike 3. And Duncan swings over the top. So 1 away now. And that brings up Tyson Zamora. Zamora grounded into what would, for many slower players, be a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play, but beat it out. And so I apologize earlier. I said Duncan scored their first run. That's not true. Zamora scored their first run because Duncan was eliminated on the double play. But he beat that out, which ended up being, as he shows bunt and takes strike 1, which ended up being quite beneficial for Redlands as Husky knocked him in next at bat. 0-1 pitch is down and in. Count runs even to 1-1. And 1-1 is down and away. And Zamora now had an account 2-1. 2-1 pitch is skied to left, tailing away from Sam Foster. Seems to have a beat on it, and he's overrun it, and that ball gets down. So Zamora eases into second base with what will likely be scored a double. Foster not happy with himself out there. Just a case of overrunning it. Thought it was going to tail farther than it did and couldn't slow himself down. So that'll likely be scored a double as the ball wasn't touched. And Zamora into scoring position for Husky with one out here in the top of the third. So Husky punched a single through the right side last time that after an overthrow when he was trying to go to second on the throw to third led to Zamora scoring the first run. First pitch to him is a curveball in the dirt. Great block by Lacayo, who is and has been a brick wall back there all year. A tough block there, a ball that bounced well in front of the plate and blocked off the top of his chest protector. And did well to keep Zamora at second. A lot of first pitch curveballs from Summerford so far in this game. And Husky ahead 1-0. And Summerford looks Zamora back to second. And pitch. Fastball just in. And count to 2-0 now. So Husky ahead in the count. Pitch. On the outside corner, that's strike one. So the count goes to 2-1. Husky 45 strikeouts this year to lead Redlands by a fairly wide margin, but when he makes contact, that ball can go a long way. And again, over 300 hitter this year, so have to be careful. Which is a breaking ball smashed up the middle, past Summerford, hard into center field. Zamora rounding third. Ben Grant fields the ball, but cut off by O'Gorman. And Zamora will score, makes it 3-1 Redlands. So Husky 2 for 2. And that brings up Pike, third baseman. First pitch is curveball down and away. Pike had hit a chopper to Matthew Hughes that was scored a hit in the first inning. As Husky leads away from first. One out here in the third. Pike fouls it away on a play. And pitches fastball fouled straight back in our direction.
Just missing the camera.
So 2 strikes on Pike. Lifted in the air towards third. Hughes has it, and Cosgrove has it lined up. Makes the catch. Behind Hughes for out number 2. And we've just lost John to fix the camera. You can probably see that now. 2 outs, runner at first. Redlands leads 3-1 here in the third in this semifinal game 1 of this best-of-3 series between these two teams. Summerford set and deals. First pitch fastball is down to Dan Turner. Turner 0 for 1, grounded out in the first. One 0 is fouled away to the right side, and count goes to 1-1.
Yeah, Dad.
Curveball's fouled away. Count runs to 1-2 now. For those keeping track, Windsor now leads Carina 6-0 as they are in the top of the 5th over at Carina. Pick off to first, and Husky gets back. This is a fastball chopped in the hole. Hughes can't cut it off. Cosgrove makes the play. Throw across the diamond. And a nice catch by O'Gorman. Nice play on both sides there to end the inning. So Redlands gets 1, and we go to the bottom of the third. 3-1 Redlands. Alright, here we go. Alright, bottom of the third inning here at Hamill Park. Redlands leads Surfers 3-1, getting back the run they gave up last inning as Keisuke Ogama leads off and takes a fastball, which is called strike 1. Ogama the 9-hitter, and Cosgrove the leadoff hitter on deck. Pitch is in there for strike 2. Ogama 252 average on the year, but a 412 on base, helped largely by his 27 walks. Also stole 18 bases this year. So a speed threat if he hits a ball on the ground, and a speed threat if he gets on. 0-2 pitch, and that's upstairs. Count 1-2. Ogama also with a home run to his name, and I remember that one. Exciting moment for the club when Keisuke went deep. 1-2 pitch. It is breaking ball. Good pitch from Nick. breaking down and in, and Ogama swings over the top. So a quick first out for Surfers, and the lineup turns over to Cosgrove. He struck out his first time. We mentioned Cosgrove, his prolific offensive numbers. He also stole 20 bases this year, so a speed threat of his own. And first pitch is fouled back. Has Nid ahead 0-1. And pitches a curveball, chopped down the line. Just foul. Count 0-2 now. Cosgrove, a big piece of this Surfers lineup. 0-2. His breaking ball swung on and missed. And same pitch that got him in the first gets him here in the third. So 2 away. And Diebel to the plate. So you tip your cap to Nit, who's thrown an excellent game so far. First pitch to Jai Diebel is on the outside corner for strike one. So Diebel, you'll remember, acting as a runner for Lacayo, was thrown out of the plate last inning in what was a somewhat controversial call. 0-1 is curveball just off the outside corner, and count runs even. Defense straight up for Diebel, power to all fields. And the fastball is called strike 2.
You gotta get him up. You gotta get him up. It's not a strike.
One, 2 now on Jai. And pitch is curveball in the dirt. Nice block by Nakamura. Count runs even to 2-2. So Redlands leads 3-1 here, top of the third. GBL semifinal, 3-4, game 1, best of 3. Here's the pitch, fastball up, Diebel doesn't bite. Count 2-2. Nit set now. And the 2-2 fastball. Foul tipped into the glove of Nakamura. And another strikeout for Nit ends the Surfers' third. So we go to the top of the fourth. Redlands 3, Surfers 1. So back here at Hamill Park, top of the 4th, and it's the Redlands. Is it? Yeah, the Redlands catcher, Yodai Nakamura, leading off. First pitch is strike 1 to Nakamura, who grounded out to second his first time. And Summerford ahead in the count. Summerford on 62 pitches now, and he deals number 63, curveball in the corner, and quickly to 0-2 on the Redlands backstop. 0-2 pitch, curveball laced just past Togama into right field. Kicked around a little bit by Diebel, but not nearly enough to allow Nakamura to move up. So a good piece of hitting on an 0-2 to punch a ball through the right side, and leadoff batter is on for Redlands. Whenever the catcher's on, it's significant because, again, you can pinch run for the catcher at any time.
And being both of us having some catching experience, some you more than me, all the time you can get in the dugout putting your gear back on is well worth it.
Especially on a hot night like tonight. Ashby fouls the first one back for strike 1 as the pinch runner is Caleb Brand, number 8, listed as one of the reserves for Redlands tonight. Summerford set in the 0-1 is curveball off the outside corner. Count runs even. Ashby off 1 with a strikeout so far tonight. We mentioned a lot of strikeouts, a lot of walks for Ashby. Pitch is curveball well outside. Summerford falls behind 2-1.
Come on, Diggs.
Hughes about even with the bag in case of a bunt. 2-1 pitch is fastball skied into right center field. Diebel and Grant coming over. Grant calls him off and makes the catch. No tag from pinch runner Brand. And so 1 away here for Redlands as Nitt comes to the plate now. Some action in the Surfers bullpen as it looks like Steve Chambers starting to get loose. First pitch to Nitt, fastball driven fairly deep to right center field. Grant chasing it back, still going, and gone. So Reese Nitt hits a 2-run home run to right center field for Redlands, and the Rays jump out to a 5-1 lead. If you're going to go deep in this park, that is the spot, and Nitt hit it in the perfect spot. You run out of room pretty quick over there in right center.
Yes, right off the bat, you notice that ball just leapt and it kept going.
First homer of the year for Nitt as Crooks digs in. First pitch, fastball upstairs for ball 1.
What a time to get one.
(2-0) now on Crooks. Yep, that is the definition of helping yourself out there when you're on the mound, and can sneak a homer in there as well. 2-0 pitch, fastball in the corner, that's strike 1. Crooks doesn't like it, but the call's been there for both sides tonight. And Summerford set for the 2-1. Fastball upstairs. Count to 3-1.
Come on.
3-1 pitch. Fastball fouled back. Count full.
Just want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. It's got a good number here supporting the team, those who can't make it, and myself, John Reimers for SPBC TV, and joining me, Owen, Drinkwater. Thanks for coming and helping out.
Wouldn't miss it. Not this one. Pitch is called. Strike 3 on Crooks, who had taken a step towards first, thinking it was ball 4. So that's 2 away now, and back to the top 4, Ryan Duncan. Duncan 1 for 2, single up the middle, and a strikeout. Which is a curveball just inside for ball 1. Fastball chopped towards first. Summerford gets over. O'Gorman on the flip. And a nice play by the first base. A nice play by Summerford to get over and end the inning. So no, Nit hits a 2-run home run. Redlands extends the lead to 5-1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Okay. So it's Connor O'Gorman to lead off the bottom of the 4th. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout tonight. As Nit gets the sign and delivers. First pitch curveball, ball 1. Called upstairs. So O'Gorman ahead 1-0. And pitch, fastball, called strike 1. I think both teams a little bit displeased with the bottom half of the zone, it seems. We've seen a couple of disappointed faces as O'Gorman laces one to deep left field, but Duncan is there to make the catch. So 1 away here. Some disappointed faces on both sides. But when it's going both ways, you know.
Keeps the crowd vocal.
And when it's going, you know, the zone's going the same both ways. It's just something that teams have to adjust to.
Absolutely.
It's like that in every league. Cronin digs in. First pitch to him is swung on and missed, so he had mashed the ball his last time off the top of the center field wall, just missed a home run himself by a couple of feet. And he has scored the only run for Surfers on the Jerry Lacayo single that followed. So he's behind in the count 0-1 here. Nit deals, and same exact pitch, same result. Count goes to 0-2. Fastball fouled straight back. Cronin stays alive.
Not afraid to have a swing.
No, definitely not.
See it play.
And that's always been the case with Cronin, a prolific hitter, but only 4 walks this year. He is up there to do damage. Mid ahead 0-2. Knows what he wants to throw. Comes set. Which is downstairs, 1-2. And Nit delivers. 1-2 is fastball. Swung on a miss for strike 3. And 2 away now as Jerry Lacayo comes to the plate. Chambers still in that Surfers bullpen. Uncertain at this stage whether he will come in or whether Summerford will go out for the 5th. Declan so far 77 pitches. So he's well under his limit for Tuesday, should he be needed. We'll obviously not see either of these pitchers on Sunday. As Nit delivers, and pitch to Jerry is a strike. Of course, Tuesday is pending necessity, assuming the series goes to Game 3. Pitch is chopped foul, and another 0-2 count. Nit 56 pitches, 44 strikes, which is a tremendous strike-to-ball ratio. You throw about 60-65% strikes, that's pretty solid, and it's closer to 80 tonight. A lot of 0-2 counts, a lot of pitchers counts. And another one here at 0-2. And pitch is grounded foul off the helmet of Lacayo, who appears to be all right. Still 0-2. And pitch is foul. Straight back. Catches the umpire there. Still 0-2.
Shout out to Jerry's family back home. They always, Jerry keeps telling me how they love watching his games, be able to watch his games, and his girlfriend watches the games as well. And it's always good to keep updated when he's overseas.
Oh-2 pitch. Good take by Lacayo. Leaves it in. Curveball misses. And count to 1-2 now. Foster waits on deck. Pitches upstairs. Good take. 2-2 now. As as Lacayo battling here, making it work. Two. Breaking ball, great piece of hitting by Lacayo to shoot that back in the middle for a base hit. The pitch was down and away, arguably ball 3, but a good pitch by Reese Nitt, spoiled completely. Lacayo throws the hands at it, gets barrel on it, and goes right up the middle. For a much needed base runner for Surfers. And now again, Lacayo will come off for a pinch runner. So it's Diebel away from first. Diebel 13 steals and 2 caught stealings. Lacayo 11 steals. Some of those might be attributed to Diebel as well. Definite speed threat. And with 2 outs, he goes early. Swung on and missed for strike 1. The throwdown is not in time. A nice throw by Nakamura, well played, but Diebel just a little too quick, and he takes second base. So about everything had to go right to get Jai there. It's a fastball. Nakamura had to get up quick, make a good throw right on the bag, and he was just about there, but Jai still a little too quick. So 0-1 on Foster with a runner on second now. And pitches a breaking ball, called strike 2. Diebel away from second. Another 0-2 count here from Nitt. And pitch is curveball in the dirt. Did he go? And the call is no, he did not. So good job by Foster to hold the swing. One-two pitch now coming from Nitt. Fastball on the outside corner. No argument from Foster. He might have been looking for something else. And so Lacayo's 2-out single goes to waste. And we go to the top of the 5th. Redlands 5, Surfers 1.
Back now, top of the 5th. Number 8 for Redlands off the bat. Declan's still pitching. Fastball upstairs, too high, ball 1.
So 1-0 now on Zamora. his third at-bat of the night. Third plate appearance. And that pitch is laced to right field. Is Deeble shallow enough? Yes, he is. So a well-struck ball, but a well-positioned fielder makes it 1 out for Redlands. As Husky makes his way to the plate. So strike one on Husky now. And the 0-1 on the inside corner. Husky not a huge fan of that call. Count 0-2. It's Pike on deck. Husky 2 for 2 tonight, 2 singles, both hard hit, and takes ball 1 upstairs. First one, a nice piece of hitting on a hit and run with Zamora going to second through the right side, and the second one almost took Summerford's leg off on its way up the middle, which knocked in Zamora for a Redlands run earlier on. And pitches a fastball fouled back. Still 1-2. Summerford deals. Good block by Lacayo on strike 3 in the dirt. Throws out Husky for the second out. Here's Pike. Pike's 1 for 2. And the first pitch from Summerford is a fastball dribbled in the hole between short and third, and squeaks through the infield for a base hit. So Pike is aboard with his second hit of the night, both in the same general spot, and that'll bring Dan Turner to the plate. First pitch from Summerford is a fastball grounded foul, and ahead 0-1. Summerford set and delivers, and the 0-1 fastball upstairs, foul tip and into the glove of Lacayo. That's strike 2. As Pike away from first. 0-2 now from Turner. And a pitch, breaking ball in the dirt. Another good block by Lacayo, and that will end the inning. So the 2-out single by Pike amounts to nothing. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. 5-1 Redlands. So back here in the bottom of the fifth, 5-1 Redlands as Benny Grant bunts his first pitch foul for strike one. And the 0-1 a curveball well outside. Count runs even. Windsor now leading Carina 10-0 in the sixth. So if nothing changes in that game, that'll be headed towards a mercy rule potentially, which is 10 runs after 7. Pitch from Nid is a fastball. Benny Grant fouls it back. Count to 1-2. 5-1 Redlands here in the bottom of the fifth. A couple of runs early on some defensive miscues by Surfers. A run on a single by Husky up the middle, and 2 runs on a Reese Nitt home run his last at-bat. Surfers scoring their only run on a Jerry Lacayo single to right. As Grant looks in for the 1-2 and takes ball 2 in the dirt.
Let's go. Nobody's in out. Here we go.
Grant 0 for 1 tonight. Nitt set to go, and here's the pitch. His fastball foul tipped again into the glove of Nakamura again, and 1 away. And that'll bring up third baseman Matthew Hughes. Hughes also 0 for 1 tonight. And he takes ball 1 downstairs, down and away. One 0 pitch to Hughes, coming, and strike 1. Pitch from Nitt is a curveball fouled back to the right side. And Hughes behind in the count 1-2. It's been the story of the night for the Surfers offense so far, just pitchers counts all night, and it's been ahead all night. Nitt 73 pitches. And deals fastball flared towards first, and easy play for Ashby for the second out. So that brings up Ogama, the 9-hitter. First pitch is a fastball out of the way towards the parking lot. Ogama struck out his first time. And Nitt ahead 0-1. And pitch is in there for strike 2, so Ogama behind in the count 0-2. Fastball in. Nitt wanted it, didn't get it, and that is 1-2 now. Ogama digs in. 1-2 pitch coming. And It's a curveball. Ogama does well to foul it away to the left side, and we'll do it again. So bottom of the fifth here. 5-1 Redlands. And 1-2 pitch coming from Nit. And it's a fastball, and Ogama swings through it. So Surfers away in the fifth, and we go to the sixth, 5-1 Redlands. So back here at top of the sixth, Redlands leads 5-1, and a pitching change for Surfers as Steve Chambers has entered the game. Chambers limited action for Surfers mostly over the second half of the year. 12 innings, 9 runs allowed, 8 earned, 17 strikeouts, only 3 walks. Chambers' long and illustrious professional career across many different leagues. And he will face Nakamura to start. First pitch is ball 1 upstairs to Yodai. And Chambers quickly ready to go. The 1-0 pitch is off-speed pitch in there for strike 1. One. Fastball well up and in. Nakamura dives out of the way. Count to 2-1. Two-1 is a fastball upstairs again, and count to 3-1 now. Fastball up, Nakamura has a swing, and count to 3-2 as he fouls it back.
That one is on the strip.
Full count now on the Redlands catcher. And the pitch. Swung on a miss. Great off-speed pitch from Chambers. Slider on the outside corner. Nakamura swings through it for out number 1. And that'll bring Ashby to the plate. Strike 1. Ashby 0 for 2 tonight with this strikeout. And the 0-1 is breaking ball fouled back to the screen. Count 0-2 as Nit awaits on deck. This is fastball fouled back, right towards the camera. And count stays 0-2. Chambers set. And the 0-2 off-speed pitch just misses. Count 1 and 2 now on Ashby. Chambers ready. And deals. Fastball fouled straight back. Stays in the yard. So still 1 and 2 on Ashby here. Redlands first baseman. And the 1-2 is swung on and missed. Same pitch that got Nakamura gets Ashby, and 2 away now. Here in the top of the 6th. So that brings up Reese Nit. Nit has been the star of the show tonight. 5 clean innings with only the 1 run allowed, as well as a home run over the right center field wall to extend the score to where we sit now at 5-1 in his last at-bat. First pitch is a breaking ball on the outside half for a strike. Chambers set. And the pitch. Breaking ball again, strike 2. And Nick quickly behind in the count. Chambers ready. 0-2. Fastball. Saws him off. And Chambers over to cover. So a nice sequence there from Steve Chambers and a nice inning. Gets Redlands down 1-2-3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Redlands 5, Surfers 1.
Key at the top of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th.
And it's Cosgrove to lead off. So top of the Surfers order here. It's about as good a time as any to get something going if they want to fight back in this game. Cosgrove 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts so far, both on curveballs in the dirt. First pitch, he sees fastball smashed into left field, and that'll get down for a base hit. So Cosgrove is aboard. As we mentioned, he is a speed threat. That'll feel good for him. Back after a couple of weeks, a couple of early punch-outs, and rights the ship with a single there. And Surfers in business early here in the 6th with Deeble coming to the plate. Deeble, we mentioned before, 10 home runs this year. Led the team, second in the league. Also a speed threat. And goes to bunt and gets hit. So Nick goes up and in as Deeble leans into bunt, and that'll be a hit batter. Deeble to first, Cosgrove moves to second, and that'll bring O'Gorman to the plate, and Surfers is in business here in the 6th.
Probably not how you wanted that play to end, but the desired effect happened on base. Very selfless.
So O'Gorman digs in now. Struck out and flew out to left in his prior at-bats. Cosgrove away from second, and pick off to second. Cosgrove gets back. So speed on the bases for Surfers, and power in the box. 5-1 Redlands. First pitch is a fastball. Up and away, that's ball 1, and you can hear the Surfers dugout starting to turn up the volume. This could be a very big spot in this game. We'll keep an eye on Nitt's pitch count as well. He's been relatively efficient, but if he goes past 105, and he can't go Tuesday. Pitches strike on the outside corner. And Nitt's only now at 83. So he's still got 20 plus to play with. Big spot here for Surfers. 1-1 pitch to O'Gorman is coming. And breaking ball upstairs. Count to 2-1. So Cosgrove away from second, Deeble away from first. O'Gorman in the hitter's count. No outs here still in the bottom of the 6th. 5-1 Redlands. 2-1 pitch. Fastball right past O'Gorman, who is looking to make it 5-4 with that one. And he resets. As does Nitt. 2-2 pitch coming. Pitch is fouled off by Connor. Count remains 2-2. Cosgrove away from second, Deeble from first. Cosgrove on from the single. Deeble hit by a pitch after that. 2-2 to Connor. Pitch is a breaking ball, does a nice job to foul it off to the right side, and we will do it again. Big spot here for Surfers. Big at bat here in this game. 2-2 is grounded to third. Bobbled over there by Pike. Prevents the double play, but does make a nice play to recover and get Cosgrove just at third. So eliminates a little of the speed on the base paths. 1 out now, still first and second. And it'll be Cronin coming to the plate for Surfers. Nit comes set. Deeble away from second now. And the first pitch is breaking ball. Swung on a missed for strike 1. Outfield playing straight up for Cronin. I don't think there are any arms out there that Deeble wouldn't run on. But we'll have to wait and see. As Cronin grounds one towards short, could be 2. Fumbled by Turner. Fumbled as he goes to throw to second, and no play is made. Everyone is safe, and the bases are loaded for Surfers with only 1 away.
Alcoholic is quick to put up the stop sign.
Nowhere to go there. Ball barely skidded away from Turner. But good to let Deeble know not to round the bag, because at that point, once he's bobbled that ball, there's no play at second, no play at first. The only thing you can hope for is that Jai goes around third, thinking the ball went into left, when it didn't. But nothing doing there, so bases loaded, 1 out, Lacayo at the plate. Bottom of the 6th, 5-1 Redlands. Pitch from Nit. Curveball inside for ball 1. Nowhere to put Lacayo, and Foster on deck. Windsor now leads Carina 12-1 in the top of the 7th. We'll keep an eye on that one as it potentially wraps up. So 1-0 on Lacayo. He has 2 hits tonight. And he takes strike 1. Arguably the most effective hitter for Surfers tonight, and the guy you want at the plate is Jerry Lacayo. A hard line drive to right field to knock in their only run in his first at-bat, and then a great piece of hitting to knock a line drive up the middle in his second at-bat. This one the biggest of the 3, though, as he awaits a 1-1. And pitches the curveball in the dirt. Nice block by Nakamura. Count to 2-1 now. Deeble away from third, O'Gorman from second, and Cronin gets away from first. 2-1 pitch coming from Nit, and some action in the Redlands pen. And pitch is fastball on the corner. Good pitch by Nit for strike 2 there. Nit now 94 pitches. We'll keep an eye on that. 2-2 on Lacayo. No batting gloves. Nit stares in. 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Foul tipped into Nakamura's glove. And a big out for Redlands. And so the rally rests on Sam Foster, the veteran. 2 outs, bases loaded. Bottom of the 6th, 5-1 Redlands. No damage done yet in this inning. And the first pitch is fastball right past Foster for strike 1. Foster resets. Nick comes set. 0-1. Fastball squibbed towards right field and right towards Ashby. And Redlands gets out of it. Nick Shows some emotion there coming off the mound, rightfully so. And we'll go to the 7th. Nothing doing there in the 6th, 5-1 Redlands. So back in the top of the 7th now, as Redlands works out of a big jam in the 6th. And it'll be Crooks, and then around to the top. As Chambers deals strike 1. And the 0-1 is in there for strike 2. Crook's not a fan of the call, but he's gone top of the zone, bottom of the zone. And Chambers ahead 0-2. Comes set quickly. Not wasting any time. And the pitch is laced into not center field. Cosgrove's there. So Cosgrove ranges back to make the play on a flare into shallow center. And one away now for the top of the order. Duncan comes to the plate for his 4th trip. 1 for 3 so far tonight. Fastball upstairs for ball 1. So it'll be interesting to see what Redlands does here with Knit as Chambers steals, and it is lined right at O'Gorman. That'll be 2 away. Knit on 97 pitches, and Redlands needs 9 outs to win this one. Do you roll with Reese Knit for his remaining 20 plus to try and seal this first game and potentially lose him for a deciding game 3, or do you take him out in time such that he can go again in game 3 as Zamora fouls it back? I would expect they will save him for a potential Tuesday game, in which case he might face 1 or 2 more hitters, but we'll see what they do. And by they, I mean Reese, because I believe Reese is the manager of the team. Pitch to Zamora is chopped up the first baseline foul. And Chambers ahead. Keep an eye on Chambers' pitch count as well. See if he stays in play for Sunday. As the 0-2 is upstairs to Zamora. And pitch. Little upstairs. Two and two now on Tyson. And the 2-2 pitch is fastball in there. First strike three. Zamora doesn't like the call. A lot of people questioning the bottom of the zone tonight, but it's going both ways. Chambers gets out of it. And we go to the bottom of the seventh, 5-1 Redlands. Surfers running out of time. Bottom of the seventh now, 5-1 Redlands as Ben Grant digs in with Hughes and Ogama to follow. So 7-8-9 for Surfers as Nit deals. And fastball in for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch is swung on and flied into right field. And Husky's there to make the play. So a quick first out for Nit. He's on 99 pitches now as Hughes strides the plate. First pitch to Hughes is strike one. Well, Nit, with likely limited pitches remaining, is working about as efficiently as you can. 76 strikes rather, out of his first 100 pitches. And deals number 101. It's a curveball as Hughes goes through it. And another 0-2 count on a Surfers hitter. Nit set, winds and delivers, and fastball down and away. 1-2 now. So that's 102 pitches now for Nit. fastball right past Hughes for strike 3. So Hughes 0 for 3 now, and Ogama comes to the plate 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts so far for him. And it delivers, and first pitch curveball is called strike 1. Pitch to Ogama. A fastball and skied high in the air to shallow right field. Husky in and makes the play. So that'll do it for Surfers here in the 7th. We go to the 8th. Redlands 5, Surfers 1.
More than that now.
So top of the 8th now. Redlands leads Surfers 5-1, and it's Husky to be followed by Pike for Redlands. Turner to follow Pike. So 3, 4, 5 in the order. It's still Chambers out there, and Husky takes inside. For ball 1. So Chambers now 26 pitches. And number 27 is swinging strike as Husky went around. So it'll be interesting to see what Kevin Fenn does here. You've got Chambers, who's going to come up on 45 potentially in this inning, if not next inning. You've got AJ Fell, arguably one of the top pitchers in the league, waiting in the wings as Husky blasts that ball deep to left center field, and no doubt about that one. Way out of here. And Redlands out to a 6-1 lead. That ball was tattoo. And we talked about his power. And we told you when he gets one, they go. And that was a good example of that. So Redlands now 6-1 lead on the Husky home run as Pike digs in for his 4th trip. And first pitch is upstairs. So as I was saying, you've got Chambers coming up on 45. You have Fell waiting in the wings. I would imagine, as the 1-0 is fouled to the left side, I would imagine if the offense doesn't show any signs of coming to life, you keep Phil for the next 2 games. So the import limit is 12 innings over the 3 games. So any of the import players combined can throw 12 innings total. As Pike blasts that ball into left field, but Foster's there. And makes the catch for out number 1. As someone answers to the question as Scott Cronin comes running back in from the bullpen. So you've got Cronin getting loose, potentially to save Chambers bullets for Sunday. All depending, I would imagine, on what the score is next inning. Now, if Chambers comes up on 45 this inning, which at this stage could go either way, then perhaps Cronin comes in. As Turner lines one into center field, Ben Grant on the run. He's there to make the catch. And so 2 quick outs after the Husky homer. Nakamura now strides to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a strikeout tonight and a single. Chambers set, and the first pitch to Nakamura is a curveball upstairs. So going around the league, Windsor knocked off Carina 12-1, so Windsor takes a 1-0 lead in that series. That's a best of 3. As the pitch is skied to the right side and down the plate. So advantage Windsor as they go to Sunday, but Carina's the home team for all of those games. So we'll see if they can bounce back and force a game 3. The loser of that series will play the winner of this series next weekend. And that ball is chopped right back to Chambers. Over to first. And that'll end the inning. So quick inning for Chambers. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Surfers got to show some life right here if they want a chance at coming back in this one. Husky home run is the only run of the inning. And 6-1, Redlands leads. So bottom of the 8th here now, in a pitching change for Redlands. It'll be Matthew Jeffrian. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong. If someone can correct me, please do. 57 innings this year for Redlands, 5.05 ERA, 61 strikeouts, and 42 walks. So 42 walks in 57 innings. As Cosgrove in the top of the Surfers order strides to the plate, he takes ball 1 downstairs. Nitt finished on 105 pitches. We'll walk through the lines here. Nitt 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and 11 strikeouts in what was a stellar outing for him. As the 1-0 to Cosgrove is ball 2. Summerford 5 innings, 8 hits, 5 earned, no walks, and 6 strikeouts, although not helped by the defense early on in the game. And Chambers so far, if he stays out, he's on 35 pitches. He's gone 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 3 strikeouts. The 1 hit being Husky's home run. As Cosgrove takes ball down, 3-0 now from Jeffrian. And we mentioned the 42 walks in 57 innings. That is a lot of walks. So we'll see if Surfer stays patient here. 3-0 pitch, 6-1 Redlands. And that's ball 4. So Cosgrove down to first. And that'll bring Jai Diebel to the plate. Diebel 0 for 2, and a hit by pitch his last time up. Now Jeffrian was slow to the plate initially. We'll see if he's got a slide step here with Cosgrove on first. And a little bit, as first pitch is in there for strike 1 on Diebel, who shaded bunt. Pike about even with third, maybe a step or 2 behind. Cosgrove with a short lead. And the 0-1 is outside for ball 1. So Nitt's night is done. This is Surfer's opportunity. If they're going to get back into this game, this is the time. 1-1 pitch coming to Diebel. And he takes a fastball upstairs for ball 2. If the inning starts to get away, we'll keep an eye on Jeffrian's pitch count as well. And 2-1 is called strike 2. So the count runs even to Diebel. Cosgrove away from first. About a half step farther than he was. And Jeffrian off the mound. Now toes the rubber. Diebel digs back in. 2-2 pitch coming. Cosgrove away from first. 2-2 is called strike 3. Diebel not happy with the call. Another one right at the bottom of the zone there. So Diebel down looking, he goes to 0 for 3, and that'll bring up O'Gorman. Grounded to the third his last time. Into a force, rather. A fielder's choice, rather. 1 out, Cosgrove away from first. 5 outs left for Surfers to make something happen. As O'Gorman takes down and away from ball 1. And the 1-0 is skied right below the plate. Nakamura lines it up and makes the catch. O'Gorman not happy. And 2 away now, with Cronin coming to the plate. is on the outside corner for strike one. Cosgrove away from first, and the 0-1 coming, and Jeffrian steps off.
Do you think they'll send Andy to try and steal here?
Down 6-1. It's risky. You're not really scraping for one. He's got speed, but he hasn't really shown any sign of wanting to steal at this point. We'll see. It would be good to get one across. As Cronin flies that to center field, it's going to be relatively shallow. Zamora camps underneath it and makes the play. So after the leadoff walk, no damage done. Jeffrian works out of the bottom of the 8th, and we go to the 9th. Last licks for each team. 6-1 Redlands. So top of the 9th now, 6-1 Redlands, and Scott Cronin enters the game for Surfers. So Steve Chambers' night is done. 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 3 strikeouts, 35 pitches. So in terms of availability, Summerford only threw 88 pitches. He would be available Tuesday. Nitt was right on 105 and should also be available Tuesday. Chambers only threw 35. He'll be available Sunday if needed. And so far, Jeffrian's thrown a handful, well below 45, only 12. First pitch to Ashby now is grounded to third. Hughes makes the play. Ashby not hustling, and throw across the diamond. 1 pitch, 1 out. And that'll bring Nitt to the plate. Now, even though, as he takes strike one, even though Nitt has left the game as the pitcher, he can remain in as the DH. He was the DH the entire time, so no change there. As he flares one out towards shallow center, Ogama lines it up and makes the catch, and 2 very quick outs for Cronin as Crooks comes to the plate now.
I hate to lie, but that was the best reaction. I guess you staying here.
First pitch from Cronin is upstairs. Cronin limited appearances during the regular season, only an inning and 2/3 in mostly bridging the gap or stopping the bleeding type situations. So answers the question about Fell. Fell will be available Sunday for as long as needed. Same goes for Brad Croft as Crooks pops into shallow center. Cosgrove makes the play. And a very quick inning for Surfers, about as quick as it's been all night. So they'll run in to take their last hacks of the evening. Redlands lead 6-1 here as we go to the bottom of the 9th. So last looks here for surfers at Hamel Park. Bottom of the ninth, it'll be Lacayo, Foster, and Hughes to follow. Grant, rather, to follow. And first pitch to Lacayo is inside for ball one. Lacayo takes strike one, the count runs even. Forget it, no worries. 1-1 on Jerry. 2 for 3 tonight, 2 singles and an RBI. A bright spot in the order. And the pitch is well away. Count runs 2-1. Jeffrey comes set and delivers. 2-1 fouled straight back. Count even to 2-2. So Service had their opportunities tonight, couple of spots. Men on base just haven't quite been able to capitalize. Had that tough play early in the game, that call at home that didn't go their way. As Lacayo takes downstairs for ball 3. And Redlands with a couple of long balls, one by Reese Nitt, 2-run homer, and the solo blast by Husky, most recently to put them up 6-1. And full count to Lacayo is called strike 3. Lacayo not happy with that one. Similar looking pitch to the pitch before, which was called ball 3. But again, both sides have been somewhat skeptical of the lower part of the zone tonight. It's gone both ways. As Foster digs in. 1 away here in the ninth. Surfers down to their final 2 outs. And first pitch to Foster is in there for strike 1. You have to imagine for Surfers we'll see some combination of Croft and Fell on Sunday. Chambers also available. Got Josh Warner available as well. On the back end with Redlands, you'd think perhaps Erasmus, as Foster takes strike 2. Some combination of Erasmus, Ryan Duncan, potentially Callum Pike, not to be confused with Kyle Pike, the third baseman. Callum Pike, the left-handed pitcher for Redlands. Turner could get involved just based on the innings totals from this year. As Foster swings through a curveball for strike 3. And the Surfers down to their final out. So assuming the line holds, Sunday will be do or die for Surfers. 2 p.m. start at Sir Bruce Small Park. And then do or die for Carina as well at their home park. First pitch to Grant is in there for a strike. And just while we have some time, just want to thank John again for this setup. We love doing the stream, love being a part of it, and appreciate you making this possible. As Grant lines one into right field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Surfer's still alive.
Thanks for the kind words, Owen. I hear nothing but good things, so I must be doing something right. So, always trying to make things bigger and better quality.
Hughes fouls it back.
Yeah, so having you on board doing a little bit of commentary when you schedule frees up definitely makes the stream a lot more viewable for everyone at home. I can see there's 30 plus people watching pretty much the entire game, so they're good numbers, so we make a good combo.
Definitely. Hughes takes downstairs, count to 1-1. Now, I can't speak to whether there will be a stream on Sunday. I can say that if there were to be a stream, I unfortunately won't be present. We have our own semi-final game up at Carina for the Division II side. As Hughes blasts one deep to center field. That ball is gone. Matt Hughes takes Jeffrey and deep for a 2-run home run. That's his first home run in A grade. He's happy about it, and Surfers all of a sudden with some life.
He will have a few drinks after this game, I assume.
Oh, great hitting by Matthew Hughes to send that ball right back over the center field wall. Potentially too little too late, but Surfers has a little bit of a rally going here with Ogama at the plate and the top of the lineup waiting in the wings. So still 2 outs. Jeffrey and Diggs back in to face Ogama after the 2-run homer by Hughes pulls Surfers to within 6-3. And first pitch to Ogama is in there for a strike. And pitch is grounded foul. 0-2 now on KSK.
I wanted to say that the highlight of Pez's season was a triple that he hit, but I think that one definitely tops it.
Yeah, playoff homer. Hughes, affectionately known as Pez around the club. 0-2 now coming to Ogama. Surfers still down to their final out within 3. And that pitch is away. Count 1-2 now.
Shout out Benny Morris, tuned in from France, always an avid Blue Wave fan.
1-2 now on Ogama. Cosgrove awaits on deck. Pitch is foul tipped. And this one not squeezed by Nakamura. Ogama stays alive. You can hear a bit of belief left in the Surfers' dugout. 1-2 pitch coming. And well upstairs, count runs to 2-2. Jeffrey and resets. Ogama digs back in. 6-3 Redlands now here in the bottom of the 9th. 2 outs, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch coming. And foul tipped. Ogama staying alive. Jeffrey challenged him with the fastball there after missing badly with the breaker. And he just got a piece. 2-2 coming again. And swing and a miss. Ogama goes down swinging. And Redlands hangs on for the 6-3 victory after an exciting 9th inning and a 2-run home run by Matt Hughes. Isn't enough to get back into the game. Redlands takes game 1 of this semifinal series, 6-3, and we will run it back on Sunday at Surfers for game 2.
Yes, I definitely have plans in place to have the live stream up and running for Sunday. Of course, all good plans have chinks in the armour, and who knows what's going to happen. family scheduling and all that kind of thing. I have the kids in tow, so that always makes it interesting. But final here today, 6-3 Redlands. And we will see you Sunday. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.